Good morning, everyone. How are we doing? And by good morning, I mean good evening because it is 9. It's almost 10 p.m. in Pacific time zone.
Well, in Japan, it's like 2, 3 in the afternoon.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's time change, I swear. Give me a killer. There's a murder on
Oh, absolutely.
you. So what are we here for?
Oh, we're here to take a nap. That's what we're here for. It's nap time. But
All right.
nah, yeah, but nah, I'm just kidding. It's time to say good morning. Yep. It's episode 7 of Kamen Rider Zeztz. Case 7, Punish.
Who are we punishing? The viewers?
More or less.
Oh man. I am more. It doesn't surprise me with what happened in this episode. It really doesn't. But it is just it's just, you could have been a father figure. You could have been like, how there's that whole thing in society where, I don't know, there's that whole thing of like, why do you have friends that are 5 years younger than you? Why are you dating someone who's younger than you? Or like, how come you don't rag on this person for being around a person that's older than they are? What's the deal with that? Not that I condone such things, but when you're in that position, it's kind of like, all right, are you doing this out of love? You want to see the person succeed. Or are you doing it to gain something? In most cases, well, but
Yeah.
even before that, I kind of felt like, okay, what happened was not your fault.
Technically.
What happened was, but I mean, even before that, the obsession, the kind of like, like the little bird in the cage scenario. You didn't do anything to her, obviously, but you just, again, she's like a figurine on your shelf.
Yep.
It wasn't about your business. It wasn't about anything. I mean, you plastered her face everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I'm like, man, what doesn't this chick sell? What doesn't she? I was actually kind of like, is she real? Is she an actual person? No, she is.
Yeah.
But it's kind of the question now, like, okay, so is she gone, or is she actually like, is she astral projecting?
Basically, she's in a coma.
No, that's what I mean. It's like her, like she's in a coma, she's knocked out, but it's like her mind and spirit are like floating around playing in the dream world. They're like, honey, you got to get back home.
Wake up.
We've all seen Insidious, right? We've all seen Insidious. It's like, yeah, there's a body. It's kind of like leaving your car without an alarm in a very shady part of town.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, all right. But before we get into that, did everyone enjoy their weekend? It's getting colder outside.
Thank God.
It's a bit
Yeah.
tonight.
I saw Alice Cooper and Judas Priest this weekend.
Man, Alice Cooper still going strong.
Yes, he is. Like, you should have seen his guillotine routine.
Still going strong, Alice Cooper, and
his wife still got it.
That was like around the same time as Ozzy. So,
yeah.
Or was that pre-Ozzy?
I
want to say that Alice Cooper kind of was like around the same time. I don't want to say I'm not saying like he's Keith Richards or something.
Yeah, I mean, he's 77 years old.
So around the same time that Ozzy. around the same time Ozzy, but like maybe not career wise, but around the same age.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, the Alice Cooper Band was formed in 1973.
Yeah, Sabbath was way before that. Okay. I was like, I knew it wasn't that bad, but so yeah, we lost Ace, we lost the Spaceman.
Yeah, like oh man, you know what's really weird is like like at the gig, like there were some people wearing Kiss shirts as they should, but what's it called? But what's weird is seeing a bizarre large number of people wearing Dio shirts. Don't get me wrong, I freaking love Dio. I have all 10 of his albums. And I have the first album of Rainbow, which but the point is, it's like
Why?
You're
at an Alice Cooper Judas Priest concert, and again, if people are wearing Ozzy shirts, if they're wearing Kiss shirts, we know the reason. But then it's like, why is there a large group of wearing Dio? Did you guys get off of the wrong exit? Was there a Dio concert that was going on?
Dio cover band concert.
Yeah.
Yes. You're a spectrum in the shade. A spectrum in the shade.
Oh, well. Let's see. What's going on in Toku news besides... Well, we know that Tanjiboro has a dub now.
Yeah, that's crazy finding out about.
Yeah, we found that out recently, that Tanjiboro has got a dub now. And I think the first episode is already out. I don't know if the second one is. I am waiting for the second episode. I haven't seen the latest episode yet. I haven't seen that yet. I want to, though. I'll probably watch it after this.
Same here. I mean, after all, we are doing the episode tomorrow.
Yeah. What is going on? What is going on?
Well, we're in the prison, and the dude just runs off with Nem.
No, yeah. Well, I was also thinking about what else is going on in Tokusatsu.
Oh, there might be a new Garo project.
Garo's coming back?
So, from the sound of it, yeah.
So, what? Live action, anime, film?
Live action. It would be interesting if Inoue-san came back, because he did play a Garo character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can he come back?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's also like how another Kamen Rider was also in Garo. Hiroyuki Watanabe, may he rest in peace. He not only was he Kamen Rider Gao, he was also Koga's dad in the original Garo.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I remember that they did like the animated series, which kind of lent more into the fantasy, and there were some Kamen Rider actors and actresses that did play some characters in that. I just can't remember off the top of my head.
I like the fact that it took place during the Spanish Inquisition. Like you would think that what's called Castlevania the anime borrowed cues from Garo the animation.
Yeah. Although I had known about Garo. I did watch the recent one with the Yuki Gai, the last Garo that they did, and it's so crazy how like Yuki Gai is like trying to act like such a badass when we saw him as a dork and as Golkai Silver, like a couple years before that. So I was like, I get it, I understand it. I mean, he's an actor, but it's kind of like, I don't know. I'm not feeling you as a badass. Or like, I feel like you would walk up to the bar and just ask for a tall glass of chocolate milk.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah. Like not even a Scooby-Doo reference. That's an Inspector Gadget 2 reference.
Just chocolate milk. Just chocolate milk. That's it. Like, you know, that's
I don't want a milk. Make it a chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want banana milk, but we can't have that now, can we, Nesquik?
I miss banana milk.
I do miss banana.
I remember when Nesquik had those cross promotions with Powerpuff Girls?
Yes.
Yeah, the milk commercials. I was watching those just like an hour ago. It popped up on my feed. It's like, wait, chocolate milk, the Got Milk Powerpuff Girls commercial, and they're making chocolate milk the way that they would, like, you know, Bubbles is being Bubbles and Blossom is like being scientific.
Yeah. And Buttercup is just like, you know, pouring it straight into the bottle or carton or whatever.
Okay. Look, we get it, but come on now. More so Blossom. I'm like, Blossom. Come on, come on, really? Like, they're all supposed to be little girls, obviously. I get it that she's the smart one, but it's like, God, if they did something like with Scooby Doo, I wouldn't be seeing Velma with, like, you know, with rulers and everything trying to make the perfect sandwich. Like, I was like, no. If Shaggy and Scooby could do it just on a whim, I'm pretty sure you could do it too, Velma.
Yeah. Gosh. All the best things from when we were kids get discontinued. Like, you know, Nesquik banana milk, it was sweet and delicious. And I looked up why.
But also savoring from the starch.
Yeah. I looked up why they discontinued it years ago. Apparently it was because of low sales. And I'm like, did people think it was gross or something? It tasted delicious. It did briefly come back in like 2017 or 2018. But then
they made like a strawberry banana. They made a strawberry banana Nesquik, but it's just not the same.
No, like that's. I mean that. It's so crazy. Well, no, it's especially now, like how America is like so like just anti everything now. Like I can't, like, no one can just enjoy drinking milk or having a strawberry milk. They're like, someone's gonna be offended. Someone's gotta be, you know, the snacks of our past. You know, like,
imagine getting offended over flavored milk.
I'm still upset about the whole Kinder Egg thing.
I seriously asked the question, what dumbass kid seriously was like, oh, like, seriously, like, really? Like, you saw, like, how many,
even the Burger King Pokeball incident made more sense.
I was about to bring that up.
It's like, when we were kids, when we put a Hot Pocket in the microwave, we knew, pull it out, let it cool off for a bit, you know, or maybe put it back in the fridge for like 5 minutes so it could cool off.
And then microwave it again because it's scalding on the outside, but a frozen brick on the inside.
Like, what did you think was going to happen? Again, I'm just like, oh my God. I'm like, were there really kids that dumb? Were there really kids that stupid? But then again, I do recall many kids who later in life became the popular kids, right? I'm like, wait, how is this idiot popular? He used to eat Elmer's glue. He used to, like, do all this stuff that I'm like, I'm surprised he's still even alive.
Yeah.
And he's the cool kid now? Yeah, something with me. Try something with me, dude. I promise you, I still fucking remember that shit. Like, I'm like, there really kids popping Kinder eggs in their mouths, like, not realizing. I'm like, yeah, remember, they say there's a toy inside. You even rattled the thing, and it's like, would you go to Japan and get one of the candy toys and assume that the toy is candy? No, there's a candy along with it.
Oh, look, a giant jawbreaker of a capsule.
I'm like, you know, it's like when they had prizes in cereal. Did you eat the prize? I mean, you might have, like, oh, hey, but you didn't, like, you know, grab a giant spoonful and shove it in your mouth.
Yeah.
I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I just want to say two things. One, even though Nesquik banana milk was discontinued, the next best thing is that you can go on Amazon and actually buy Nesquik banana milk mix. It's not as good as what it was in the bottle, but next best thing.
Apparently, they sell it, like, in Japan and China and most Asian countries, even South American countries. They still make it.
But we don't get it.
Yeah, but
guys. Let's just end the podcast right now. Go to the 7-Eleven, get some banana milk, come back. What do you guys say?
Yeah. And the second thing I wanted to say is, I very much remember that whole Burger King Pokeball incident because
I still am like, are you people insane?
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Yet.
The thing was about that big. It's bigger than a child's mouth. How did?
Well, that's the issue. It's because it's bigger than a child's mouth. Because it's like what happens is they put the ball over their mouth and nose, and it creates a vacuum that they can't like pull out the Pokeball, so that they suffocate from it. But again, like you know what would solve that problem if the Pokeball just had like an air hole.
Mm.
It wouldn't be realistic.
Yeah,
It already
here's
didn't look
Here's the
realistic.
thing.
It had to
Is
be one of those in a keychain ring. It was already not realistic.
Yeah, because when I was a kid, I remember I had a whole bunch of those. I remember being, a very young child, and I would have them around my waist, and I would have my Pikachu plush, and I would pretend to be Ash Ketchum, and have my Pokeballs always around my belt loops and whatnot. And then that happens, and then I'm like, where'd all my Pokeballs go? And my mom told me about the whole thing, and it's like, wait, you seriously got rid of all my Pokeballs? Really? And you know what? She's like, oh, it's because a kid choked on this, and I don't want that to happen to you. And I'm like, just because one kid did it doesn't mean I'm going to do it.
Stupid.
That's kind of the thing. I mean, I know people. Well, I don't know what the whole trend of the like Tide Pods. I don't know who did that or who decided that, but I'm like, is it crazy to say that when we were kids, we didn't have like those moments or those? Well, we didn't have anything like that, but I'm like, to be so dumb as to cover your mouth or anything of the sort. Really? I always like, there's no way. That's some urban legend. It's like the whole Pop Rocks and Coca-Cola thing. Like, there's no way. There's no way. I've done it. I've survived. Many kids are like, what's Pop Rocks and soda? You ever mix a mint with just any soda and seeing the reaction? Do that in your stomach.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure about the whole Mentos thing with Coke. That is that's an actual reaction. I don't know what would happen if you actually did that in a human stomach.
Yeah, but still, don't get me wrong. I do love my mother very much, but there's still a part of me that was like, Mom, have a little more faith in me than that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on. Just because I was a young child, young, innocent, and naive, doesn't mean I was going to put it over my mouth and suffocate.
Yeah, you have to be really stupid.
I actually remember. Does anybody else remember when the Switch 1 came out? How people were taking the games and then putting them in their mouth to see if they could taste the sour taste.
Oh, okay. So there's it's a funny story. So Nintendo in order to prevent children from eating them, introduce a quanning agent onto the cartridges. Actually, I have a bunch of cartridges right over here.
Oh yeah, that's why people were putting them in their mouths to taste it.
Yeah. So they introduced a quanning agent so that the bitter flavor would create an aversive reaction from a child to keep it from putting it in its mouth. And guess what? A bunch of grown-ass people are doing? They're putting it in mouth to see if it's true.
Like, putting aside the fact that that's disgusting, that's also a great way to ruin your $50 at the time games. Like, I imagine like getting the saliva on like the electronics or whatever you call it in the game would ruin it.
I mean, maybe like I want to believe that it's not on the actual. I hope to believe that it's not the actual reader, but the casing that has the quanning agent.
Oh yeah, I think so. I'm just saying, like, wouldn't your saliva risk ruining the game?
Risk maybe, but depending on how you lick it, you might be able to pull it off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But still,
hey guys, we're gonna suck on video games.
It's it's bad enough your Nintendo Entertainment System games have your saliva on it.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on from human being stupidity in the real world, we're moving on to an older man's stupidity
In the dream world.
in the dream world. So case
So we
seven.
want to talk to him again because apparently there was a bus accident.
Yeah, so was the truck that hit the bus, was he a drunk driver or something? Or
Maybe he fell asleep because, again, you kind of saw the bus kind of swerve as it was coming. So, I mean, maybe
that makes more sense.
Possibly. But the thing is that so their van that was coming back from an event, I'm guessing that the driver kind of like lost control and tried to brake and stop. But apparently the momentum made it hydroplane, but it landed on Nem's side of the accident. Like, she got the full-on collision, supposedly.
While this guy survived.
While the old man survived. And of course, there is
But
such
because it's a truck.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness,
the time I got
tied to the dream world.
the time I got reincarnated into a dream world.
She got isekai'd, but not into an anime world. She got isekai'd into a live action drama.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Can you imagine if the flashback from the episode was done in the form of an anime?
Wait, calling it now. Next season
got reincarnated into a live action dream girl.
Yeah, calling it now. Next season of Kamen Rider after Zeztz, the main character is going to get run over by Truck-kun and isekai'd into being a Kamen Rider.
They haven't done it. They haven't.
Gav almost got isekai'd.
They haven't.
Hey, Toei.
But
heck, Baku almost got isekai'd because he did get hit by Van-kun.
But I mean, the thing is that it's kind of crazy how. Well, we found out in last week's episode that the president of this company stumbled upon Nem when she was a little girl. She was an orphan. And, kind of wanted to take her under his wing, not adopt her. That was not his intent. It was more like, he saw something in her. And just years later, she finally, after years of, saying no to him, she finally is like, okay, I'm old enough. I think I can make I think this is a good decision to go with you.
Yeah.
And we learned that the old man really doted over Nem. Like, he put her on so much. It was ridiculous. It's kind of borderline creepy, but from a business standpoint, pretty smart. Personal wise, no, it's kind of creepy. Business wise, he made bank, but he didn't really care about that. He just cared that he saw Nem everywhere. Again, business wise, I get it. From a reality standpoint, kind of creepy. But Baku needs to find Nem. He needs to go and find her. And he doesn't.
Yeah.
He wakes up, he's sweaty because he ran at least 60 floors. You must do leg day, Baku, because the average person could not even go up 10 floors. I think I saw a video online of
explain the thighs.
Some guy in Japan actually tried to go up the stairs in the tallest building of all of Tokyo. And I think that clocked in at like 100 floors. He only made it up to I think 45. And by the time he hit 45, he needed oxygen.
Well, he made it about halfway there.
He made it halfway. But he was like, they were like, no, he can't go on anymore. He can't. There's no way. But Baku apparently, he woke up sweating bullets, either or.
Yeah. The stairs at Universal Studios. Don't go up the stairs.
I dare someone to do it. I dare you to go up that hill, up those stairs.
I did.
We
With
did
an
only a
X.
section because of the goddamn one section of the tram was broken, so we had to go up the stairs. I'm like, God damn it!
Yeah,
But,
and yeah, by the time I got all the way to the top, I was dying.
that's the worst ride yet. I know. You
Yeah.
thought standing in line was bad.
Oh, that actually reminds me of one of my favorite jokes from Boba Bobo Boba Bo. They go to an amusement park, and Boba Bo says to Don Patch and Jelly Jiggler, "What ride should we go on first?" "This one!" And they run into the bathroom.
Yeah, no,
Classic.
seriously.
Yeah, or Kaiba Land. It's like I hate these stairs. I'm gonna go back in time, find the guy who invented stairs, and throw him down these stairs.
Yeah, and then his wife will leave him for the guy who invented the elevator because everybody knows elevators are much sexier than stairs.
I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we cue our opening. Did you know that the cast of Kamen Riders Zeztz on the official Toei channel and Tokusatsu have done their own version of the opening?
Really?
They actually have. It's on their Insta, it's on their reels, and it's like, yeah, they did their own version of the opening. And it involves all of them. It's, Nausicaa's there, Fuji's there, Nem's there, Baku, everybody is there, and they're doing their own version. Like it's behind the scenes, it's backstage on a cell phone, but they're doing it. And I'm like, you should put this as the opening one for one episode.
Well, they have done that in Tokusatsu before, to where they've had like the whole cast sing the song to their show.
Well, it's kind of like even like what with Gov last season, the Stomach Twins did the dance that the band actually did for the opening. So they were like, okay, I think we should I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that, but we should yeah. Anyway, so Baku go talk to Otto Vagin. What is this bike's name? We can't just keep calling him Otto Vagin.
Agent Zero.
Agent Zero. Okay. 00. Sipping his gasoline tea.
Gasoline.
And he's just kind of like, they're just going on about like what's going on with Nem, what's up with the president, and what's it all mean? What's it all? So is she dead? Is she in a coma? Where is she then if she's not? It's like, well, that's something you're gonna have to figure out, but you're gonna have to also get everyone out of the prison safely. That is your mission. And of course, here comes Fuji, the bum, ruining the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, he tells Nausicaa, best girl Nausicaa, about what he learned in the case. And she, again, reprimands her boss, saying, like, you're such an idiot. See, if he actually cared and wanted the family together, why did he abandon his wife? Yes, why did you abandon your wife?
Yeah, it's
you're not getting anything out of Nem, so why did you just but then we cue to like him like and Nas and Nem running away, but he then starts talking about his wife. We forgot your mom. I'm like, you left her, you dumb bastard. You didn't forget her. You or lost her. You left her behind.
Mm-hmm. No, and it's Nem that reminds him. It's like, hey, what about mom? Forget about her. It's you I have to save.
I'm just like, man, I'm not surprised that they're getting divorced. I really am not. I'm
surprised it took them this long.
But yeah, no, I'm shocked. I really am. But it took you that long to realize, But yeah, we wind up learning a little bit more about Nem and the president. We find out that nothing went on between them. They were it was a strictly boss employee, but he really doted on her like if she was his child.
This reminds me of that unsettling episode of Brace Face. You know the one.
Oh, gosh.
You know the one. You know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, it's completely innocuous. I only invited you here to like make you a tutor, but it's like, why are her parents not here? First of all. In fact, why are any of these other kids' parents not here? More importantly, why are you touching her shoulder during parent-teacher conference?
Yeah, I not to go too much into my life, but I actually had that situation happen in real life. Not with me. It wasn't with me. It was with someone that that was within my group.
Jeez.
And let's just say, in the end of it all, I was the one that walked away on top. Not going to go too much into it because that will be here for hours. I don't want that. But yeah, just no. Just no. No. No, no, no. So let's see. What else? What else? No, seriously, what else? What else?
I mean, we kind of go back to the dream world, and we're fighting all these Volcancer freaks.
Yeah,
and
we're still dealing with the Chainsaw Men.
Yeah.
It's great promotion for the movie coming out, even though I really could care less about Chainsaw Man. But we don't get much about this mysterious figure in white who's here. Apparently, he knows Baku. He knows him. He knows Nem. He knows what's going on. And yet Baku doesn't know it. It's like, have I met you before? Do I know you? And it's like, we don't know. All we know is that he knows you.
Mm-hmm.
Could it be possible that this guy maybe like, again, Baku just seems like a normal kid, but I feel like there's something else more that we haven't been told yet about him.
Yeah, imagine if it's the Kamen Rider Wizard route, like White Wizard, to where Agent Zero and this guy who only get in the robe were the same character.
Did Neil Gaiman write this?
I don't know, because again, it just seems like, again, it could be the wizard route with Wiseman, that because of something that he did, it caused the Kamen Rider. Because again, when we first meet Baku in the dream, he literally has that persona of Agent 7. Like, that's not something that he just came up with. That's something that he's had for a while. And I'm like, But then we have this mysterious guy in white who looks like a doctor. And of course, he talks about reality, he talks about fantasy, he talks about like the levels of human reception and their consciousness. So I'm like, what? So were you like a guy that was like a sleep study doctor, and it all kind of went wrong? You decided to use plutonium in your studies.
Kaiba Akihiko.
Because here's the thing. Now we do have a moment in the real world where Baku and his sister do go to the main office of the agency, and Baku wishes to talk to the president. In real life, this would be very difficult for someone to do. But in Kamen Rider, we could just walk in and there's no problem.
I mean, life is limited, life is frail. So think about true life.
Smart Brain didn't even have a president. They just had a freezer.
Yeah. That's the magic of Toku logic.
It's like even the same thing like with Gaim. It's like, it would be very hard for Koda to get in touch with Takatora, but he just walks into his office like if nothing happened. The same thing goes with Double. Whenever, like, anytime that anyone needs to go somewhere, they just go. It doesn't matter, like, at the level of security, whatever. The Kamen Rider always just goes in and just, no, yeah, we got clearance. How? We just do. Okay.
Because I'm the main character.
Because I'm the main character, obviously. Have you seen my eyes? These are not secondary character eyes. I'm like, no, they're not, Baku. But yeah, we finally in real life get to see the memorial. It's not a remembrance. It's more just like a collage of photos.
It's like a shrine.
Yeah.
I mean, there is the one photo,
creepy.
but it's not like a wake photo. It's just a photo, but still, it's like, okay, why? and he explains what happened, the accident, everything that went down to her. She was the one that took the full force, and yeah, Nem is in a coma. She's in a deep sleep right now. Is she fine? Well, supposedly everything's fine. She didn't really suffer much of bones or anything. She's fine. It's just she went into a coma. Okay. Weird, but okay. Yeah. So apparently one day the president goes to go see her and she's gone. Completely vanished from her hospital bed. But the doctor still said that she was still in a coma. So whoever or whatever took her, well, if she's not put back on life support or whatever, or put back in the hospital, then she could die. It's been a while. But the thing is, if she was already dead, then that means Nem in the dream world would also be dead. So there's hope that she's still alive. That's what the president has been wishing for this whole time. He's been praying that Nem comes back. And that's why this giant Chochimbaku, the lantern thingy, the prison thingy with all the arms and the tail, was created. Or why
I'm honestly surprised he didn't freak out, like have much more of a bigger reaction when he first saw that Nem's body was gone.
That what made me suspicious. I'm like, he just walked in and he just like had like a look of surprise, not a look of shock or of terror, or that, hey, what happened? Like, if this was someone you cared about, so does that mean you had something to do with it, President? But we find out in the episode, no, he really doesn't know anything.
Yeah, that was kind of a letdown.
That was just strange that she's gone. Someone or something took her. And the reason because all this is going on is because, when he saw Nem in this dream, it's to solidify that she's still alive somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And he wishes for her to come back. That's why she's playing the role. That's why she's like, I'm just playing a role. I'm just doing my thing because that's just what I do. Nem is literally Paprika from the Satoshi Kon movie.
Hey, at least it wasn't Perfect Blue or Millennium Actress.
You know what? Perfect Blue, that's more along the lines of, I want to say that's more along the lines of Forze. Because there was an episode like with the goth girl that they were trying to make her into a pop idol.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, wait, even though the girl who plays the goth actually is an idol or was an idol when she did this show.
Remember what happened to Rita in King Oger?
I don't know. I never saw King Oger.
Really? Oh, dude, it's a great season.
I know. I've heard. I've just not seen it. But it's like, although I did actually enjoy the style that they did for everything. But yeah, no, I mean, I pull out the Satoshi Kon reference because, again, that's kind of what Nem is. Nem is like Satoshi Kon, may he rest in peace, that man. He was taken away from us too soon. That man, like, had so much visionary about dreams and the ramifications of like, like what our decisions do and what they make and like what they cause us to do it subconsciously without us realizing it. And this is the perfect example of that.
Mm-hmm.
While Nem is Paprika, we are getting the whole like Perfect Blue level of bullshit with the president, because this whole thing, this whole monster is his own doing. The traps, the everything, even the chainsaw men running around are part of his doing. Even to the fact that his own wife, who Baku saved and kept her safe, is running like a hamster on a wheel because the fucking place is trying to kill her.
Yeah, it's like the Godmouth creepypasta.
Yeah, it's so like, my God. But Nem's perfectly fine. She doesn't really realize it. Although when they do tell her that, like, yeah, you were in an accident, you're in a coma, she just kind of was like, I know. But I'm here in the dream world though, so that means I'm fine. I'm safe somewhere, I guess. Yeah, but darling, you're not in your body.
Yeah, shouldn't you be a little more concerned than just be nonchalant about it?
My question is it that Nem doesn't want to go back to her body, or is it that Nem doesn't, or is like someone keeping her from getting to her body?
You know, I remember in Avatar, there's like this thing where like when you astral project and your body is moved, you can't return to your body.
If you by the rules of astral projection in media, it all depends. Like you can go back into your body, obviously, because it is yours. It's just that there is a limit to how long you can be gone. If you were gone for like days, weeks, that also gives an alarm to something like, whatever it may be, whatever you believe, spirits or demons or whatever, to kind of like, yeah, they're looking for bodies and vassals. Hence why they say a lot of possessions happen with no reason. It's like 1 minute they were fine, next minute it's like, could it have been that their soul was pushed out of their bodies and then kept away from the body for so long? So what's the deal with Nem? Why can't she go back? Like everyone else can go back, but not her. She knows, no, I'm fine, I'm safe. If something happened to me, then I'm like, yeah, but why? And why were you taken? I don't know. It's a very good question. It's a very good question, and that's why I'm like, yeah, the creators at Comic-Con said we were going to be asking questions about Nem, and here we are.
Yeah.
But of course, I feel as though, something should have happened to the president in this. I know he got cut with the chainsaw, but I feel like something should have happened to him, because this is technically all his fault.
Yeah, get reprimanded for his actions.
Something. Like, seriously, I mean, there's a scene where we see the president's wife running, trying to get away from the crushing esophagus that is this thing's mouth. And it's like Nem tries to save her, but he stops her from trying to save his wife.
Yeah.
What a pig. But regardless, we're gonna kill this thing and stop it and save her at the same time. Because Baku learns how to do a shadow clone.
Yeah, he basically he has this blue side cape, which makes me think of Tomba Oger.
For me, it makes me think about Rose Gundam.
Yeah, it does kind of have the side cape type of look. Yeah. Although, it's cute. Well, he had the machine upgrade that gave him Mega Man vibes. The side cape, I would imagine. Yeah, no, it's literally like I was waiting for little funnels to come shooting out of this thing.
Yeah.
I was like waiting for like the Sabi level funnels, or at least the Rose Gundam funnels to come shooting out. But he also
it's because it looks so pixelated in its texture.
But he did actually get another upgrade because he now can make copies of himself, which he fought and used it against the Chainsaw Men, and giving one side rider kick. But apparently Baku was able to summon or able to bring out the brain of this creature.
Yeah, so not only is he being Mega Man, but much like Sonic Adventure, we have a blue character who is aiming for the brain, like with Chaos.
And it's green, like you drink too much Mountain Dew.
Yeah, okay, now somebody needs to take this scene to where Baku, attacks the brain and play Open Your Heart from Sonic Adventure over it.
Oh, geez.
Oh, God.
Open your heart, it's gonna be okay. Yeah.
Da 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 da.
Okay.
Open
Where-
your heart.
Where did that thing come from? Like, I'm just like, yeah, for those asking me what a Chojin Baku is, it's literally it's a spirit, a yokai that possesses objects that are 100 years old. And that's what this demon looks like. There's no brain, there's no nothing, it's just a spirit. But I'm like, darling, is that really a smart thing to have a brain on the outside, not on the inside of the body?
Yeah, at least with Chaos in all of his forms, you can see his brain, but it's clearly inside of his body or in his head, depending on the form.
It's kind of difficult to get to, I mean, and obviously, well, again, you could put live and learn on this video because Kota just kind of jumps in. Oh, no, not Kota. Why am I saying Kota? Baku jumps into the air.
Someone's got orange on the brain.
He lands on, like, I guess there's a force field or something that he conjures or that's there, and then he starts, like, just rider kick all the way through the brain, which I'm like, again, play live and learn.
Mm-hmm.
And you got yourself a Sonic reference right there.
Well, it's already a Sonic reference with a blue character attacking a brain.
I'm like, wait, Baku, is it not your mission to get everyone out safely of this thing? Everyone's still inside. No, but if I do my rider kick, it's fine because it's not going to actually blow up. It's going to dissolve into a million purple butterflies.
Yeah, into a bunch of purple Mothras.
But you're on the 99th floor. All right, dream logic, I guess. No, we're fine. We're fine. Yeah, so obviously Baku does the Seven's kick and destroys it. We see the purple moths. And the president is reunited with his wife, who I guess now she understands why. And he also now understands how. I don't get how they came to those conclusions since they didn't really spend an entire episode together. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, like, you didn't really have a heart-to-heart with your wife about this, and you've been still obsessing over Nem. So, I guess the divorce is off? Maybe? I don't know. Either or, you see the mysterious man in white looking overhead and just saying, he says, and I quote, "Someday you will learn the price of that power." What do you mean by that, mysterious man in white? What power does Baku have? Or what power did he get? Does it have to do something with that cowlick that he has? No joke. I actually was like, oh, the cowlick is still a thing because it's actually on his head. Is that it? Is that the source of his power? Is the cowlick?
It might be.
It might be.
You push the button. It's like end of the world.
I'm like, I don't know. I mean,
End of the world.
They tried to do that with Seto, and that really didn't go anywhere. Just when he ever got excited, but still, I'm like, well, Baku, for some reason, every time he goes into the dream world, he has to get that cowlick. So, all right, I guess happy ending. The president still is obsessed with Nem, and his wife, I guess, realizes that and kind of forgives him.
Makes no sense to me.
I guess. I don't know.
Okay. Okay, you know what this reminds me of? An episode of Hey Arnold with that guy from Liechtenstein or wherever he's from. It's like he's
Is that who you're talking about?
The guy with the attractive wife. He's like, oh, maybe I'll find work later, and then like,
Mr.
That's Oscar and Susie. Yeah,
Oscar.
Yeah, Oscar. Like, yeah, Oscar. He's being a dick, and then like Susie finally leaves him, and then he's like, "Oh, it's Susie. I'm sorry. I didn't realize what a jerk I was." And then she like immediately forgives him, and then he goes back to his old ways. I'm like, bruh, come on.
They actually confirmed with that movie that they did a couple years ago, the TV movie, that she actually did leave him.
Oh, okay, that's good then.
Yeah, she actually did leave him. It's actually confirmed. They're like, yeah, we're sorry that Susie can't be here. She's she'll be back. I'm like, well, the way he said it's like, no, and good for you, Susie, that you left. Good for you.
Yeah, no. If anything, Oscar should have left, and Susie should have stayed.
Yeah,
Susie's cool.
Well, Oscar was
But the point is, this guy's basically Oscar.
Yeah, no, he didn't learn anything.
Yeah, his wife reconciles with him, and he still learned nothing.
I mean, yeah, it's like that time when Applejack said, "Dear Princess Celestia, I didn't learn anything."
Oh God, was that Hot Diggity Demon, or was that the?
No, that was actually in the show. It was in the season 2 episode, the Super Cider Squeezy 6000. At the end, Applejack writes a letter to Princess Celestia saying, "I didn't learn anything."
Yeah, you just said to write a letter to me every day. You didn't say if I had learned something. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, that's very true. That is very true. But yeah, no, it's again. Well, he toned down the mural. He toned it down, I guess.
Yeah, he toned it down. He like he removed one picture. That's toning it down.
He took away the candles and the flowers and everything. I'm like, okay. So we don't. So what we can confirm in this episode is that he's not getting a divorce. God knows how or why his wife ain't leaving him. And we are for sure that Nem is alive somewhere. We don't know where or how, but
Nox is with her.
Yeah, this character Nox is with her. And what is the reason he has her? We don't really know.
Yeah, he has her unconscious body somewhere. Like we see him looking over her at the end of the episode.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, and now we see all the purple butterflies. And I know some people were saying, like, isn't that a thing from Miraculous Ladybug? The purple butterflies, the hell butterflies have always been a thing. It just happened to be that show made it more worldwidely known that butterflies are used in that way. But yes, why does he have her? Why is he? It really does kind of make it seem like, well, she's not hooked up to anything. She's not being like, hurt or anything. It's just so weird. Maybe she's the reason why the purple butterflies are around. Maybe.
That's what I'm suspecting. Like maybe he's using her as a conduit for something.
Possibly.
She's got something to do with it because it's like, well, why did we steal the pretty idol girl? Well, we need to make a show, and we can't have best girls with just a police girl and random sister. So,
yeah.
But yes, that is the end of episode 7, Punished, of Kamen Rider Zeztz. As to what will come next week.
Well, at least we'll recover with some Esprim, whatever that means.
I kind of wonder how, like when they come into writing these episodes, like, so what does the title actually mean, Punish? Because really, no one in this episode got punished.
Yeah, it does.
False advertisement.
It's just kind of. I mean, it's like, wait, what exactly were we being punished? It's like, yeah, here you go. The plot will make no sense.
You know what's actually worse than that? The weird English titles that they would give to the old Showa Godzilla movies back in the day. Case in point, Godzilla Manila and Gabara, All Monsters Attack, being called Godzilla's Revenge. And he doesn't get revenge at all in that movie.
I will say that
not talk
when
about
it comes to the Dragon Ball Z movies, the English titles are actually better.
Oh yeah, no, like Cooler's Revenge winds up being Dragon Ball Z, the strongest of strongest versus the strongest of strongers of all the universe. It's like, what? Oh,
Oh, have you ever seen the Malaysian English dub of Dragon Ball Z? It is hilarious.
let's not go into Malaysia. Malaysia, well, I mean,
Speaking of Malaysia, let's quickly go. Let's quickly go to our scores. Honestly, for me, this is a 7. This is the weakest episode so far, and a lot of it stems from the fact that no one learned any lessons in this episode.
no one.
Everyone's just as maladaptive as they always were.
What were we even supposed to learn? No, like, if you watch these 2 episodes in sync together, okay, I understand, like, okay, it was the obsession. It was like, yeah, okay, but
in that same vein, you could say that the girl from the previous 2 episodes
it never,
was obsessed with heights, or the guy before that was obsessed with bombers.
it never made sense, though. It's like, okay, the obsession is that, okay, nothing was between you two. Nothing was going on, but it was just the obsession of this one person who you kind of saw her as a person, but more of an object, but still a person. It's like you glorified yourself being in a spot where you just get to see her all the time. That's it.
That's some Dan Schneider nonsense.
Yeah, that's very creepy in and of itself. But it's like, but then when you watch the whole story as a whole, I'm like, you know what? This would have been a second episode would have been a perfect time to pull more about the wife and her husband, about like what, like maybe, hey, what was the wife's relationship with them? We never
That would
even
have been interesting.
We never even got that. Did you see her as a daughter? Did you care for her? It's like, I would have, no, we didn't get that. All we focused on was the fact that the president was like, I could have adopted her, but I didn't. I just wanted her to work for me. I'm like, okay. This is definitely one for Freud. I'm like, is this obsession? Is this love? Is this what is this? But at the end of it all, it's like, I realized that, like, yeah, okay, you realize that you were wrong. You're working things out with your wife, okay, and then you still have the mural, but it's more cheery, more happy.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Now, you know what? A 5.
Wow.
There was really no
lowest score of the season so far.
Yeah, this one had to have been like it. I mean, there's really no reason. I mean, I would have been like, okay, we finally get a relationship between these 3 people. No, we got none of that. I don't know. I am. It's a 5. That's all. I'm done. It's a 5.
You sound disappointed.
Yeah. No,
I mean, why wouldn't he be? We get like a new ability, like with that illusion capsule.
Yeah.
Like we have like a giant kaiju-sized nightmare. We have that Sonic reference. The idea of having to escape from an impenetrable prison is like an amazing concept, and this is what we get out of it.
There was no reason for it. There could have been so much more. There could have been so much more here.
Yeah, you could have also added an ancient Egyptian pharaoh who liked to play board games.
They didn't do anything. It's just like, nope. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever.
All right, Jake. Any final thoughts and scores?
Yeah. I suppose I'll be generous and give it a 7.5. I mean, it's got a lot of great ideas, like, the giant nightmare that's in inescapable prison, and then, kind of goes that route with the wife to where, it's like closing in and trying to get her. And then, but it just feels like it was defeated too easily. And then, we just find out, like, I guess we find out that, he did kind of legitimately cared about her, but just kind of used her for like partially a big part of it business to make money, and then like the other part of it was like genuine love for her. I mean, I'm glad it wasn't some sort of weird, creepy way, even though it came off like that in the first half. I don't know. It's like it's one of those things to where it's like great concept, but the execution could have been a little better. Or they built it up really well in the first half, last episode, and then this episode is just kind of a little
I mean, the tidbits that we did get, obviously the upgrades, the illusion, and now we verified that it was this man in white that took Nem. Okay, but other than that, it's like you're giving me a sliver of this cake of these 2-episode combos, and that's the only piece that matters. Everything else, the cake is a lie.
Yada yada.
So,
yeah, well, on the upside, at least it's not as bad as Megaforce, to where they had great ideas, but they were not executed well.
Well, we all know that Megaforce didn't have money. That's the whole bullshit of it. That's their whole thing. They had no money. Not to mention the fans were like, well, if Toei could do it, yeah, Toei can because they have 50 years and respectable. Saban is not. So I was even lucky that they even got the people that they did. So yeah, honestly, I could recommend sleeping through this episode, just like through Megaforce. I'm like, no,
yeah, sleeping through this episode instead of pretend sleeping like they do in the show.
I will gladly sleep through this episode because I'm like, the payoff was not much. I'm like, we could have summarized this whole episode in 5 minutes if we wanted to. But okay, what do the people have to say?
All right, so we get a new commenter that we got earlier today from the Ultra Quest podcast, pining for Kamen Rider and Ultraman from 2026. And yes, they subscribe to us. We thank you very much. But yes, thank you, fans from Malaysia, as well as all other countries, whether you're from Malaysia, India, Japan, Britain, Canada. And I'm just gonna go for it. United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic Dominican, something. Look, man, I didn't say I knew the entire song. I could probably name like 125 of the 195 countries, but I'm not the best. I won't say I'm like that good. But yeah, no, but for real though, thank you guys. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon, stay notified for our latest videos. We got Ultraman Omega. We got number 1 Sentai Gojuger, Kamen Rider Zeztz, and the final movie, Kamen Rider O's the 10th. We're sad. We're very sad. But on the upside,
would that be 10 other O's added, or would that just be 7 O's including the 3? So
ooze. The secret of the
Peter, those are curios.
Will be revealed.
Oh well.
Yeah. But either way, we'll be covering that movie later this week, and check out our interviews from Power Morphicon. All 55 of them are uploaded on our YouTube channel. Be sure to check them out. Check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we discuss various movies, TV shows, and other forms of discussion. Later this week, we will upload yet another interview and maybe a vlog while we're at it, because we got 6 queued up right now. Well, no, 6 queued up as of November, but still. Plenty of vlogs for us to upload for you guys. We love you guys. Yeah. And if you want to check out our personal content, you could find him at YouTube and Twitter at Excel Ranger. This guy on Instagram at the Sin Prince, and myself on Bouken_Kabuto. Also, if you want to say hi to us in person, we'll be at the Pasadena Convention Center January 25th for Pasadena Comic Con, and August 28th through the 30th for Power Morphin. We love you guys. Hope to see you guys there. Until next time, enjoy your Monday. Sweet dreams and have a happy morning. Goodbye.
Good night.
Sayonara.